All right, so I want to bring to you what's actually happening with the Gypsy Mama brand. Lots has been going down, and you guys are always the first to know with what's happening. So first and foremost, YouTube. Who even am I? What even is going on with that? Oh my God, I am now on YouTube, and you will see a lot more things happening on YouTube rather than Facebook and Instagram and things like that. A lot of content will be repurposed, any little rants, any little things I'm going to be putting into videos and putting them onto that platform. Because with Woo Woo Week, as I did get restricted, I learned very quickly that I need to open up all platforms rather than keep all my eggs in a basket on Facebook, which was amazing. So lesson learnt. I'm expanding and growing, and the universe pushed me well out of my comfort zone. So that's what I'm doing. So my meditations are up there. You will see different videos happening. This one here may even go on there for my people that are on Instagram or, different like YouTube. They'll all now see what happens kind of in this group and what goes on. Nothing too full on, just updates, rants, little snippets of how I work and what I'm about. So that's a massive thing. So the meditations, thank you so much for all your support in regards to that. I am putting more together in regards to that as well. There'll probably be chakra clearings, protective light, all the things that I love, that I naturally do. It will be part of that as well. So amazing, amazing, amazing. Also, Woo Woo Week happened in January. Now I actually had quiet time in January, believe it or not. I was actually on holidays for 6 to 8 weeks over the Christmas and January period, and Woo Woo Week was ridiculous. I had 480 people register for that, which was absolutely amazing. Blew my mind as my first Woo Woo Week. So much growth, so much expansion. Thank you for everyone that showed up for that. I know that you're on all these different platforms, especially in this group as well. Was phenomenal, the growth. I know a lot of people did get a little bit rattled with the amount that they expanded and ascended, and it's not by accident. As I said to you, you do have a filtration system which will bring it down as much as you can, but there was mass expansion energy wise and lots of water being drunk, let me tell you, because you need to allow that to all entwine. So I know many people are fed through into this group because of that, and thank you. I am looking at doing another one probably in April, which will be a different sort of vibe. I imagine I'm not one to do things the same. You learn very quickly if you follow me long enough. I am changing, evolving, and pivoting constantly, and I'm always growing, and you guys are always on this journey with me, and I thank you for that. So that will probably be a different sort of flavor. I imagine it will still be about intuition, connecting in, understanding your energy and all those beautiful things. But I imagine for me, it will change. So we'll see what happens in April. That's a long way away in my little head. I've got lots of things to create in between. Soul Ignition is starting on February the 15th. My baby, my absolute baby. I friggin' love that course. It's very deep. It's 8 weeks intensive, and it is a game changer, and it is to push people well out of their comfort zone. It's not for everyone, and I understand that, and I learnt that with Woo Woo Week. Soul Ignition is for people that are kind of been floating in and out of the intuition and want to take it to the next level. They're for the people that have a really strong message to share, the people that want to step up and actually make impact in this world. They're for the people that know they're here for a big purpose but aren't quite sure how to get there, how to get their message heard, how to create on these platforms, how to heal the deep trauma that blocks them from stepping forward. That's what Soul Ignition is about. Now, obviously, I do have my other courses like Spirit Academy. If you're just awakening, that is perfect for you. Ascension, if you just want to learn to connect to your guides and have a basic understanding of ignition, your intuition. Perfect. Goals Workshop, if you really want to get clarity on how you want 2021 to go. All those courses are available and all on my website. But Soul Ignition is launching, and I am so friggin' excited about that. That is, I feel everything about that. When you're passionate and you're igniting inside, and your soul is just like, literally, prior to Soul Ignition, I have fire through my veins of how passionate I am about this course and how ignited that I know these women are going to go, and the collective hub of women that come together, that expand and ascend and hold space to each other. Like, they are beyond anything I could have asked at the first round. Like, they are so connected, and this next round is the same. And if you do sign up for that course, you do have lifetime access, and you are always going to go through that course in a cycle. It's only available 3 times a year, so I'm looking at this one starting in Feb. The next one isn't till June, and I'm assuming maybe October will be the last one for the year, all going well depending on where I am and what I'm doing. Anything can change at any time. So that is Soul Ignition happening. Now, I learned a very valuable lesson, interesting enough, and I really want to share, because I committed to this year to sharing the behind the scenes of the Gypsy Mama brand. I said to you guys at the start of the year, I want to show you more. I want to show you what I work through. I want to show you the behind the scenes, the raw, the vulnerable. Look, I am very raw and very real and authentic anyway, but this is the business behind the scenes, my growth. You guys have been with me where I was only sitting at the start of the year on 15,000 followers, and now I'm sitting on 165,000 followers on Facebook. It's just excelling so quickly. Like, my subscribers have gone up 1,000 within the last month. It's just like, and I'm not even, and I was off. I was having holidays, except for Woo Woo Week. That was all. I was having holidays. So there's a lot of energy being brewed within my brand, and I want to share how things are working behind the scenes for you, because this is the vulnerability side of things, and this is the sides that people don't really see. Now, I've been exploring human design. I've felt a real pull. Like, at the start of the year, they were telling me that I need to, they as in my guides, were telling me that I need to kind of tap into my intuition a little bit more and to share more. And this is like next level what's happened in this Woo Woo Week. So I launched my Woo Woo Week, and had 480 people sign up for it. And isn't this always the way? There's all trucks and all sorts coming while I'm on live. Okay. Anyway, and I set in my head, right, I'm going to set a budget of 10,000. I want to earn 10,000 for the month in January, because I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, and I'll just see what evolves, and I will focus on Woo Woo Week to lead people into Soul Ignition. That will be an opportunity. I don't expect to sign up a lot, but I expect to sign a few, because there's normally a few people I'm waiting. And as it was like that. But my whole focus was earning that amount of money. Now, normally when I do my launches or things like that, I always say I'd love a certain amount of people to sign up. I'd love 20 people to sign up. I'd love 10 people to sign up. I'd love, you know, like when I did my ladies event, I was like, if I get 30 people, then I know this is something that I'm meant to do. And I had 110 people come to my ladies night. So it was like, okay, universe, I'm listening. I always have these sort of numbers, and I always work with these goals, and I always kind of, because it pushes me, and I don't actually care if I don't get them, because I see each person that I work with as that person. Like, I'm very thankful if one person signs up. I get to change that one person's life. I get to heal that one beautiful soul. I work very much as the one person, but I still have this way of doing things. So looking into the human design, I'm a manifestor, which is apparently, I don't know about this, like 8% of the population. I'm like, fucking of course. I'm in this, mine it's like dyslexia. You're always outside the square. And I was like, oh, so I need to explore more into what this actually means, but it makes sense to me on so many levels to how I go about my things, and how my energy is all as one, and I don't absorb other people's energy, so it's easier for me to send out. And this is why I get like, I don't understand why you can't just do stuff. Why don't you just start? Because, and I remember my beautiful friend Haley in one of these, we were doing a Reiki course, and I said, I just don't understand how people just can't do shit. I don't like, why do they fear so much about what people think? I now fucking understand why I think like that. And everyone else is in this doubt, this fear, this, you know, sort of thing. I now get it. I now understand this is this human design, which I'm starting to explore, why I think like this, and why I'm just like, you should just start. Just start. You know, I don't get why you can't just start this shit. So learning constantly. But getting back to it, I was setting this $10,000 budget, and as I did Woo Woo Week, I realized right in the middle of that, these people were not Soul Ignition people. They weren't ready for Soul Ignition. Soul Ignition was way too fucking deep for them. It would have flipped them on their head. Woo Woo Week flipped them on their head. That's just literally 3 lessons. Now within Soul Ignition, you have 5 lessons a week for 8 weeks. So can you imagine if they just did 3 lessons and they were flipped, they were like, oh my God, this is next level. I can't even deal, I can't process, I need to allow this energy to, come in. They were Soul Academy, Spirit Academy people. They were Spirit Academy group, Goal Workshop group, Ascension groups. They were all of those sort of people. And it was so interesting. I sold so many Spirit Academy courses, which I wasn't even focusing on during that woo-woo week, and exceeded my budget to about 12,000 for that month. And I didn't even do anything, basically, other than here's what you need to do. This is available to you if you choose. And I learned such a valuable lesson about where my followers were, how to market them better. Not that I'm trying to make them, but as for me, my purpose is to provide information for you to help you to ascend and expand. I'm not saying you have to buy my courses in any which way. I'm just saying they're available to you if you feel the pull, or if you feel a fuck yes coming, I need this in my life, or you're feeling that energy come through and it aligns. That's it. So it was so interesting. I still smashed my goal. And even though I wasn't even focusing on what I needed to focus on, my followers naturally knew. And this is the power of the manifesting and that magnetizing energy and that belief of cutting and shutting your manifesting. So for me to manifest, all I basically do, if I feel the pull, I'll focus and 100% go for it. Or I'll just put it in a little bundle of energy, feel all the energy of it, handball it off to the universe and sort it, please. That'd be amazing. If that's meant to happen, just allow it to happen. Thank you very much. I'm very cut and shut with the way I do things. And it's provided me all last year to, expand my brand to over 210,000 followers collectively, and create courses and have 40k months, and just excel on so many different levels by being able to work out how you manifest and to be able to focus on what you need to focus on. When you feel that energy and that pull to focus, put all your energy into it. But if it's not aligning, step back and allow it. And this is all the different things that I'm learning through this human design. Not that I've explored too much. I am not an expert at all. I'm just starting to explore a little bit in what aligns with me. But anyway, I felt the need to share because that's the behind the scenes that people don't see within this brand, and what happens and why I do certain things and where the pull comes from, and why suddenly I'm live 3 times in the week and then suddenly it's crickets for the next week because I'm working on different projects and things like that. Anyway, talking about projects, where to next? What's happening in the Gypsy Mama brand? I have 2 massive projects brewing. So excited. One I can share, one I can't. So when I can't share something, it's a process. It's always a process behind it, like creating Spirit Academy or creating Soul Ignition. There's always a process behind it. My affirmation cards, that's when I can't share it because I'm like, how long is this going to fucking take? How long? And when you're relying on other people, sometimes it can take a while, and then my mind can go from here to here to here to here very quickly. And if it doesn't align, it gets changed again, or I hold on it, or I, pivot. I'm like, nope, that doesn't align with me, who I am now. I've always had that sort of ability to be able to read into my followers and what they need. I know that you guys will see my quotes and go, oh my God, are you in my head? So it's one of those things that I have to just kind of sit. Where are they? What stage are they at? Is this too much for them to handle? Sometimes that can be the case. I've got 30% ready for this information. I've got 20% sort of tithering. I've got 50% going, no fucking way, she's completely cooked. So I have to read between where my followers are and what's going on. And that project is all of that on so many levels, it's not even funny. So I'm sitting, I'm processing, I'm rewiring, I'm recreating, and it's happening. But not ready to share yet. The second project is short, fast, easy, and available to you whenever. But next week I will be launching it. And I'm super excited about it because it's a membership. And I learned very quickly in Woo Woo Week that you guys are ready for this. And I've been sitting on this for a little while, and it's a membership. So it's a membership where you'll get a meditation every week and you'll get a training every week. And you know how I work. I'm stand and I expand and I move really fast. So next week that will be launching. It will be a small fee. I don't expect it to align with everyone because that's not how it works, but it will be a small fee. If you guys love my meditations and love the energy of how I amplify, which is strong manifester, which I've worked out, how people can grow and expand with me quite quickly, because I grow and expand so fast. And my followers are on the journey with me and they're like, damn, she's going again. Damn, she's going again. Whoo, where are we now? What's happening? You love how much I change. You love how much I step forward. And my followers are really reactive to that. And I love that you are, because you're my people. That's why you follow me. That's why you align with me. That's why you expand so quickly. And like, God, I didn't even meditate. And I've done these 3 meditations. I'm blowing my fucking head off. And this is a lot. And holy shit, I'm processing this. And whoa, I am so in. I am so ready for this. And then it's like, no, I need a breather. I'm out. You know, you go through all these stages just the same as I do. Whereas I'll be like, I'm in creative mode. I'm this, project. And then I'm like, I'm hibernating for 2 weeks, guys. Thanks very much. I just need to fill my bucket. I need some quiet time to restore. I've given out way too much energy. I'll see you in 2 weeks. And you guys get all of that with me because you've been on every part of this journey with me and how I expand. And, you know, like even just launching this new necklace, like that was massive. Like, so out of that, you know, 12 grand that I made for the month, a lot of them were $24. Like $24. I sold so many necklaces of my Aligned as Fuck necklaces, which I launched in January through Woo Woo Week. And I restocked my I Am Worthy necklaces in gold and silver. So you can make the money. It just might be fucking 1,500 transactions. You know, it doesn't matter. But if you have that money in your head, it will come in as it needs. So trust. But that's where I'm at. So next week will be hopefully the launch. All going well. I'm relying on other people. We know how that goes sometimes. And, you know, I'll see something in writing and I'm like, nah, that doesn't flow. My followers are going to go, what the fuck, she's cooked. So then I'll have to change and edit and move, and it'll just be a basic landing page, a basic sign up, going into a Facebook group, and you'll get 2 hours of power with me every week. That's the way I see it. Because I have no time to snooze. That's not how I roll. I don't snooze, and I move fast, and this is just another thing. This is just another thing available. It is a more affordable thing to work with me because I realize my Soul Ignition is a higher ticket item, and it's not by accident because you are jam-packed full of, you know, information, and you get massive growth with Soul Ignition. You can tell by my testimonials how much massive growth you get. It's not for the people that are snoozing. Those people now have their own Facebook pages, are doing healings, are growing and evolving and making massive impact in this world. You know, they started with 1 follower and that turned into 100 followers. That turned into 500 followers really quickly. It's all part of it all. So Soul Ignition is a higher ticket item, whereas this membership will be a more affordable price for you guys to be able to work directly with me, to understand how I work, the energy that I have. Do you want more? Do you not want more? You know, you can come in, you can come out. You might sign up for a month and then have a rest for a while and then come back in again. It's not going to be, I'm not a concrete person. I'm not a bells and whistles where you're locked into contracts and things like that. If you don't want to be part of this membership, you can get out of it. I don't want you in my space if it's not aligning. There's no point in that. That's not how I work. So I want people that are 100% dedicated, that can lift each other up and expand. If you're not, like, I don't have fucking time for that shit. I'll be honest with you. If it doesn't align, don't be in there. This, I think COVID taught us that. You know, it taught us to, if it doesn't align with our soul, fuck it off. Move on. Find something that does, something that makes you happy, something that ignites within you. That's what you want. You want all of that. So that's the update on February 2021. That is where we are. That is in my head right here, right now. That is a reflection on the month that was, the reflection on my growth, incomes, things like that. You know, we have big things happening. I've got new gifts that came in last week that I'm still trying to process and get my head around. So good luck for the next month. Who knows what's going to be coming out in my lives and what's going on. But that is where I am as of February. you know, on this day. So big love, guys. Thank you for all your support. I will check in on your messages and appreciate everything.